There are 88 stairs between the parking lot and John Carr's Georgetown University office.
When my doctor says, "What do you do for exercise?" I say I dial my own phone calls.
For 40 years, it's been uphill.
My slow typing slows down even more when someone's watching me. You have to have a sense of humor. Nobody likes a grim do-gooder.
He's dedicated his life to changing hearts and minds for the good of the church in a place where partisan politics usually prevail.
We bring ideas, we bring experience, we bring leaders, and we bring people. And every once in a while, you can make a difference.
When he speaks for the Catholic Church in the United States.
What I always found intriguing about John was his ability to listen and to build bridges.
He's a man with laughter in his soul, with steel in his spine, and with generosity in his heart.
You came with an ethic of service. And sometimes we look on our faith as a burden.
From his current initiative on Catholic social thought to his past as a policy advisor for the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, Carr works for the common good. Among his accomplishments, advocating for the Family and Medical Leave Act, tax reform, and protecting the interests of the poor.
Now, the Church's social mission, its principles of social teaching, are at the center of Catholic life and, frankly, offer something our country really needs, which is a way to look at the world through the eyes of people at the bottom. So there's some connection between faith and reason and the way people treat students.
John brings that voice to St. Thomas as a member of the Board of Governors at the School of Law.
John also is a voice that says, you know what, who you are matters intensely to what you're becoming professionally.
He graduated in '72, a sociology major who at one point thought he was going to be a priest. That changed when Father Dennis Deese sat him down.
And I give him a lot of credit for me not being a priest of the Archdiocese, which I think lots of people might be grateful for. But out of that came a set of ideas, a direction for my life.
A direction that includes faith and family. Husband, father of 4, and grandfather. His daughter, Kelly, followed in his footsteps at St. Thomas.
It's very cool to kind of see how others perceive him, because I kind of see him as, you know, dear old dad who's sort of dorky and, you know, whatever else, and compared to, you know, he has the White House calling our house and things like that, where it's like all of a sudden you realize, oh, other people really care about his opinions. Maybe I should too.
What do you think Pope Francis is saying particularly to people who try and change the world through political life?
Now, in semi-retirement, it's about the next generation.
We're trying to help young people who are in government understand that their job is a vocation.
Listen with your heart.
The people John is able to bring together, the people he's able to bring into the same room, into the same conversation.
Thank you very much, John.
It was extraordinary.
He gives us that space to, you know, sit and connect and build relationships, which is so important.
He's saying to them, you have a role. If you would like a better world, if you would like this to be a better place, you have a role in making that happen.
A role that John Carr takes seriously, building bridges with bricks of perseverance and principles, holding them together with humor, with humility.
It's hard for me to think of how many other people have made the contribution that John has made to the social teaching of the church in this country.
And on top of that, he's just great company. The good news of the gospel comes with a smile.
I'd like to think it's my leadership that's doing this. It's Pope Francis. He says our faith, which is never completely personal or private, calls all of us to share our values in a way that makes the world a better place. That's the goal.